Welcome back. Researchers say that constant use of AI is inhibiting crucial brain development in college students.
The MIT study is eye-opening, or in their words, disturbing. 10 on your Side's Ashley Knight sat down with a psychiatrist to discuss AI's potential impacts. Ashley?
Well, Aisha, Tom, the human brain doesn't fully develop until the age of 25. That includes parts responsible for planning, decision-making, and impulse control. MIT studied the brain waves of those who used ChatGPT to write essays and concluded in some cases AI could do more harm than good. The study had people ages 18 to 39 placed in 3 groups. One that could use ChatGPT to write essays, another group could only use Google's search engine, and the third used nothing but their brains. The ChatGPT group was said to have had the lowest brain engagement.
Was actually scary. I was very concerned for our youth.
Psychiatrist Dr. David Spiegel says heavy use of ChatGPT in college could be inhibiting brain development in critical areas.
Executive functions and organizing and planning and completing activities and modifying your behavior and stopping yourself from doing things that feel wrong.
When asked later, the group using ChatGPT could not recall what they'd just written. Spiegel says this is an example of one area failing to connect to other developing areas in the brain.
The lobe that's responsible for memory isn't functioning at its best. So therefore, the ability to take information out of memory, which is a different function, a different part of the brain, is not going to be working to remember this. The ability to build spatial relationships and attention span, again, they're not connecting together, and therefore the brain is not functioning as a cohesive unit.
He says if you don't build up that function while your brain is forming, it could be lost forever, similar to recovering from a stroke.
Unfortunately, it's not going to get a lot of it back. That's why it's so hard to get a lot of cognition back after a stroke to certain regions, after head trauma to certain regions, because these areas are formed, they are finished forming, and it's really hard to get it back.
In the study, those using ChatGPT also got lazier as the study went on over a few months, just copying and pasting. This lack of care, Spiegel says, can spill over into other emotional development.
You don't get any single positive aspect out of accomplishing something. So at the end of the day, these positive emotional states are not being formed because you're not getting any quote-unquote self-esteem.
Spiegel says those using AI as a first-line source now will have difficulty operating as an adult.
If you're not able to weigh, or a person is not able to weigh pros and cons, benefits and risks, which is a critical evaluation of just about any information you get, people are going to be way behind in academics, they're going to be way behind in the workforce.
The study found the group who used no tools were more engaged, curious, and more satisfied with their work. Even the group using Google's search engine showed satisfaction and active brain function. Spiegel says to only use AI as a supplement.
You come up with the work, you put your own critical skills, you develop this all. And then if there are things you think might be missing, you can call AI and see if you're missing anything.
Now, the group who used no tools at all was then asked to rewrite one of their previous essays, this time using AI. That group actually saw brain connectivity increase, which proves the doctor's point there that AI should be used only as a supplement. He had much more to say about this, and I'll have that and links to that study over at wavy.com. Ashley Knight, 10 on your side.